Hello and welcome to the Liverpool Community Podcast. Today I'm your host, Phil Beale, and with me we've got a local singer-songwriter, bass player, guitarist, drummer, one-man band we were talking about before we came on here. This is a young man who's in further education at the moment and looking to go to uni soon, but he's also a singer-songwriter, and he's appearing at the Big Condo Weekender coming up. So please welcome today, we've got Bobby Lowry with us.
Hello.
Good to see you, mate. How you doing?
Good to see you too. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Fantastic. You're looking forward to the Weekender Festival?
Yeah, I can't wait, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get to the last one last year? Because we did it last year as well, obviously.
I wasn't able to get there, I don't think, So,
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be at this one.
Yeah, fantastic. So did you say you're playing on the Sunday night, are you?
On the Sunday night, yeah.
That's June the 4th then?
June the 4th in the Casimir stock room.
In the Casimir stock room, absolutely. That's a great little intimate little venue there.
Yeah.
I saw one of our label bands, the Glass Skies, play there about 3 weekends ago. And it's a nice big venue, but the actual performance area is really nice and compact. So yeah, you get 50 souls in there. It's like really nicely packed out,
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, good atmosphere.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your music, mate? You mainly use guitar, do you? Guitar and vocal?
Yeah, usually, especially live, just usually guitar and vocals, yeah.
Yeah. And how would you describe your music? Who would you liken it to that we might have heard of?
I'm not really sure on that front. I kind of say maybe, I don't know, but the style's kind of like slow indie kind of stuff. Yeah, slow acoustic indie.
Yeah,
kind of
cool. Yeah. So who do you like listening to?
thing.
Who's current that people might know?
I listen to a lot of like Paolo Nutini, that kind of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Lewis Capaldi as well, I think.
Yeah. Soulful.
Yeah, soulful kind of singing. Yeah.
And is that where you like to sort of position yourself if you can as well? Is that where you would put yourself?
Yeah, like that. I think that's the kind of genre I go for. When I am writing, I would say so. Yeah.
Fabulous. Yeah. Awesome. So when did you start all this? When did you first pick a guitar up?
I think I was around 14, 15. I'm 19 now, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So about
4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. Have you got a musical family?
Yeah, I've got a family that's really into like listening, but no one really like plays properly. I used to have a granddad that used to play bass in a band, but
Really?
that was it really, yeah.
In Liverpool?
Yeah, in Liverpool, yeah.
Did he get anywhere?
They never played any shows or anything like that. It was just like kind of garage band as he used to.
Yeah. There've been a lot in Liverpool of those, that's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of garage bands. I mean, I think that's probably what Mersey Beat actually was. It was just a sound of the garage, was it really? Yeah, absolutely. So that's cool. So you're a singer-songwriter. Do you cover anybody in your show? I mean, you'll be doing probably about 15 minutes, I guess, won't you, at the Casimir on our show? Yeah.
I do like to cover a lot of bands and stuff like that. There's a band I like to cover a lot called Palace. They're not very well known.
Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard of them.
They're one of my favourite bands, and I like to cover some of their songs sometimes as well.
Who are your local heroes? You got any local bands? Are they local?
Oh
Palace?
no.
Right.
But local is obviously one of the Beatles, and
You preempted one of my stock questions, mate. I've got a couple of questions I like to try and get in with everybody that we talk to, but I'll come back to that because the Beatles are obvious. Well, you never believe it. Obviously, you wouldn't spot that a mile away. But anyway, we'll come back to that. But yeah, so cool. So you love that sort of harmony rock as well. You like the 3-part harmony thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Fabulous, yeah. So how many tracks have you got ongoing at the moment? Did you say you got an EP coming through soon?
Yeah, hopefully at the end of the summer I'll have a 3-song EP out. I'm hoping at the end of the summer anyway.
Yeah, sound.
But yeah, and I'm just currently working on getting a single finished as well to come out after that.
Have you got a title for the EP?
Yeah, Out There, it's going to be called.
It's going to be called Out There.
Yeah.
And how have you produced that?
I worked with a producer that was going to SAE at the time.
Yeah.
The uni that I'm interested in going into.
Yeah.
And he's brilliant. Like he's just amazing. And I always ask him to kind of do my songs and stuff like that.
Great stuff. Yeah,
it's great.
So is he a lecturer there or a student there? Or?
No, he was a student at the time. He's just finished now, and he's going on to do like different bands around Liverpool, and I think some even outside of Liverpool as well.
Right, yeah.
But he's doing really well, which he should do.
That's great, yeah. And describe the facility there. What sort of facility is it?
It's just like it's like a uni, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of like there's different classrooms, but then you go in, there's like different studios, and the equipment they have there is it's great. Like I was looking at it, I was going, wow. Like, I was going, oh my God, some of
Fabulous,
these.
yeah. We've actually got a record company based here, as you probably know, next door actually, in physical terms, to the Big Condo Academy. We've got the Big Condo Records studio, and we've got that sort of recording. Has Roy shown you that yet? Has he shown you around the record label office?
No, I haven't been here yet.
Yeah,
No,
we've obviously upstairs in the mezzanine, we've got a recording facility there as well. So, if you get a chance, have a look at that here before you go. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, thanks.
So we're talking about the Casimir. Where else have you played in the city?
I've played the Zanzibar twice with a band. I've played the Baltic Social also with a band. I've played Jimmy's Bar by myself.
Yeah.
And then other like local kind of pubs and stuff like that.
Yeah. So who were the band?
We were called Circadian at the time.
Circadian.
Yeah. At the time, we're not together no more. Like, but yeah, just a band with a few friends and things like that. But two of them have gone off and they're doing their own thing now and stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So how would you assess the Liverpool scene? I mean, as a Liverpoolian yourself, how do you feel it is? I mean, have you compared notes with other musicians or other students or whatever from other cities? Have you got any perspective on that?
Yeah, I think the scene's great right now. To be honest, especially with the young bands that are coming in, like they're really good. I'd say.
Without a doubt, it's a really vibrant scene, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. I've got experience of the Midlands before I moved up here, which was fairly recent for me, and it's just a different world, really. Liverpool is a different world. Yeah. It's a music hub, it's a cultural hub, and it's just the place to be if you're going to do this sort of work. If you're working as an artist in whatever genre, really, I think. And of course, we've got more than one music university. Excuse me. We've obviously got LMA, we've got LIPA, as well as the academic universities have also got their own music departments. So it really is all going on here, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Especially with the influences as well around Liverpool. It's it's kind of a given for like young bands to come up and like loads of facilities to be kind of there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what do you feel your music does for you as a part of your person, your personality? What does it do for you, your music?
It really helps with like self-expression. I'd say that's the biggest kind of part of why I love it so much. Is just because kind of say just singing one of my songs or like being up on stage singing one of my songs is just so like I don't know. It really helps me just get a lot out, kind of thing.
So you can
it's like therapy in a way.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And do people talk to you about the impact your music has on them yet at this point?
No, not at this point. But I am open in the future to be able to kind of impact anyone kind of feeling the same as what the songs say, or like so it's just something that people can relate to. I like that kind of
exactly. Yeah, that's right. So like we say many times around this place, it's about people that are listening who may be in their own circumstances, knowing that they're not necessarily the only person feeling that way. And if they are alone on their own, they know somebody else feels the way they're feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really important, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. So the new single, which you're hopefully going to also be releasing by the end of this summer, what was that called, mate?
Originally, it was called Lost. But
right.
I think I'm going to change the name to Always, but we'll see when when it kind of comes out.
What's the theme of that then, mate? Just talk about it.
It's kind of the name's a bit forgiving. It's like kind of just like kind of feeling a bit like kind of like lost in yourself, and I mean not really knowing where you're going in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And when did you first start writing things down that started to express what you were feeling? When was the first time you started doing that?
I was writing lyrics for a while. I was writing lyrics since before I kind of picked up guitar, really. And then I remember going back to like ages ago, like to one of these lyrics that I was writing before I picked up a guitar, and kind of picked that up, and I put that on the EP now, the EP that I'm bringing out. So
would you call it? Did you know you were consciously writing songs, or was it poetry to start with, or how did it come to you to start with?
I think it was just kind of a thing of like self-expression. Like I think in a way, like because I don't think I really thought of it. I guess you could kind of say it was poetry, but like I wasn't really thinking of it like that at the time. You know what I mean?
It was just getting the words down.
Words on paper.
Absolutely.
Really.
That's really so important to make that start, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can start expressing those emotions that are inside you. Yeah, and that's fabulous. So I mean, I usually talk about what your impression of it is, or your opinion is of the power of music. I think you've probably just described it. I mean, is there anything else you'd add to that? Your perspective on the power of music.
Yeah, I really like when an artist, you can really hear through the lyrics that like they're just kind of pouring their heart out in that kind of sense. You know what I mean? I really like that idea. So I make sure like when I do write music, just to get everything down, just kind of you know what I mean?
Empathy.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to anything where it's not in your language?
Yeah, I have. I've been shown a lot of bands and stuff like that I like and things.
Think of any examples.
Rammstein was one that I was really into when I was a lot younger. Yeah,
of course.
I think that's a kind of obvious one. Yeah. I think there was some other bands, but I can't really remember the names. Like when I used to have a really big like metal phase and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, obviously I'm from the Midlands, mate, so that's kind of where it all started with Sabbath and Zeppelin and. But anyway, I won't bore you with those stories. But no, but I was just coming down to really, Well, I mean, that's the essence of it, isn't it? Really, it's about empathy. It's also international. When I was your age, if somebody had said the word opera to me, I'd have just run a mile, But in the end, I think maybe most musicians get there eventually.
Come round to it, yeah.
But that is probably the best example I know of where you just don't need to know what the words are saying. You can hear what they're saying, and it's just so impactful.
Yeah.
Just from the actual music itself, it's just exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
It's fabulously powerful.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
So when was your first performance? Come on, how old were you when you did your first? When you got up in front of somebody you didn't know, who wasn't your mate or your mum and dad?
That's what it was for a while, just in my living room.
So it was the first time you actually got up and played?
I think I was around 16. I think I was, and I just came to this night in this pub, the Old Blown. It was called. I think that was the name of it.
So you're from Huyton, you say, yeah?
I'm from Huyton myself, yeah.
I believe there's a rhyme that goes with Huyton.
Yeah.
Just for people from out of town like me.
Two dogs fighting.
There you go. I think I first heard George Harrison saying that. I think probably whatever. Yeah. So was that pub anywhere near home? Was it for you? Was it a place you knew? Or?
No, it was it was up in Aintree actually.
Really?
I think it was around that way. I think.
And you're 16 at this point.
Yeah, no, 16 at this point. My mum and dad took me up, and I just kind of jumped up and did a few songs, and like sweating buckets. Really, really, really nervous. And then it just kind of just went from there, really. Yeah.
It's a very brave thing to do, and we forget because we're wrapped up in it and we're in the scene. Even as musicians, like I'm fortunately now actually kind of doing playing a role in a small way in the scene itself now, like sort of sometimes stage managing or sometimes playing a little bit as well as an old person. But I think we often tend to forget ourselves just what courage it actually takes to get up there and sing. It takes a lot of balls. It really does.
Yeah, I still get really, really like nervous at a lot of the time.
I do too.
And stuff.
Even at this late age now, I've played so many gigs. If I haven't played for a few months, then those first couple of songs I'm really same thing. My first performance, like in the same context, I didn't realise your fingers could sweat so much you couldn't actually press the guitar strings down. That was a new thing to me. That's how much I was bricking it. True story. There you go. So it's great to meet you, and so we'll just put it up on screen one more time. You are going to be playing at the Casimir Stockroom
Yeah.
What road is Casimir Stockroom on? Can you remember? Is it on
Should-
Seal?
It's Seal, I think. It's
Yeah.
either Seal or Slate.
Yeah, either Seal or Slate. It might be
Yeah.
Slater Street actually.
It's-
Whichever.
yeah.
It's Casimir Stockroom, right in the centre of the creative area, Seal Street / Slater Street, and you're appearing on Sunday, the 4th of June, and it's going to be an exciting weekend because we're doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 2nd to the 4th. Yeah, over 100 acts over 3 different venues. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And you're going to be a big part of that. And as an artist, you're going to get a chance to watch anybody you want to play, or go and watch play. You know,
Yeah.
so you get a wristband to go and play it, or watch people play at any of the venues. So
Really excited, yeah.
that's going to be
Can't wait
great,
for
isn't it? Fantastic. Well, Bobby Lowry, what are your socials? Let us know how we can get hold of you online and catch up with some of this stuff. Have you got any videos at all? Are you playing up on YouTube or anything?
On YouTube, I think I've only got a few right now. The link's on my Instagram, which is Bobby Lowry Music altogether.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's Lowry.
Lowry.
RY, Bobby Lowry,
Yeah.
Bobby Lowry Music. And is that right across your social media? Is it the same across all of it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah.
That's fabulous, mate. Well, was this your first podcast?
Yeah, first podcast, yeah.
How terrifying was it?
Yeah, they're very.
I know. I'm sorry,
Very.
mate. No, you've done really well.
Oh, thank
You've
you.
done really well. So thanks for coming in, mate. It's been really great to meet you. We'll get it out as quick as we can before the end of the week, before the end of the week, obviously before the performance, that's for sure. So we can let everybody know what you're doing and where you're going to be. So thanks again for coming in, and this has been the Liverpool Community Podcast again. If you like what you're hearing, please hit that bell, like, subscribe, and you can. And I'm signing off for now from me and Bobby. Over and out for now. Take care. Cheers.